He wanted to see, this is from the same creator, wanted to see how to do counters that would be based on different screen taps. All right, so again, we're gonna get rid of this cube. We don't need that at all. We're gonna come in here, we need a button. And then I think, actually, no, we don't need another button. We need a text tool. And that's all we're gonna need for this one. We're gonna set this up, is gonna be left. Alignment is going to be, it doesn't really matter because we're gonna go here and we're gonna go half screen vertically. Anyway, so we set up the button. It's gonna take up the left half of the screen here. So on start, we're gonna go to this text and we're gonna do value. We're going to do add and we're going to do 1. And then in the text here, I think it's not set up yet. We need to make that a number. And we're going to make the alignment on the Y, the left. And I'm actually just going to put that center since it's a little easier to see on this big screen here. And then just so that we know what it is, we're going to name this left tap so that it will be labeled. So now if we play, we can see here I can tap on the left side and I'm getting that counter going up. And then the next thing we're going to do is just take that little situation, copy it, and then we only need to change 2 parameters in here. We need to move this to the right, and we need to take the text. We need to move that to the right. And now we have it set up on both sides. Boom. And then if you wanted to do some sort of compare, this is getting a little more complicated than what was in the question. But since this setup doesn't actually do anything, let's make it do something. So I'm going to get a value inspector here. I'm going to actually copy that. I want 2 value inspectors. We're going to be looking at the value in the text value. Yes. And let's have these always run. And this is also going to look at the value in the other text. Value. No, that's not what I meant to do. That was the output. I want the target. Target is the text. Value. Yes. And then this is, let's also put that on. And then I don't know, what are we going to look for here? Let's say this is going to go to a compare. Both of these values. So we'll send left to compare A. And we'll say right to compare B. And then that's going off. Constant. No, we don't want these to execute always. What we're going to do is we'll set up something kind of similar to, I think, the game that inspired this question, which is we'll have a timer. So we'll say there's an interval here. Actually, let's make it a timer so that we can visualize the time. So we'll grab a time here and we'll make it really short. Give me that back. So the end time will be, let's just say 5 seconds. How many taps can we do in 5 seconds? Output on end is going to execute this compare. And then just to keep this simple, we'll say, let's grab 2 text tools here. And the first one is going to say, left wins. Oh, you know what we didn't do? We didn't change the text on this one. That's my bad. Let's do that really quick. This should say right tap, not left tap. Okay, so that says right tap now. This says left wins. We're going to put it in the center, and the center, we're going to make it large. And then this one is going to say right wins. Also large, also center. And then in the compare here, we're going to look. We're going to say, let's say greater. I guess the problem is if it's equal. Well, we can't really do anything about that. Maybe we need to get some more settings in this tool. But we're going to say, so if A is larger than B, then that means left has won. So we're going to go here. We're going to activate visible on. And then if it is not, then that means right has won. We're going to go here, activate visible on. And then I do need to remember to not visible either of these. And so now we have a basic setup here. We can tap for 5 seconds, and then after 5 seconds, it should tell us who has tapped more times. Oh, I forgot to visualize that time, but that's fine. There we see. Left has 1.